The following sports presentation is brought to you by the PCTV Network, powered by TELUS Vision, your hometown station. We're home for you.
It's Earth's Little Heaven, the PCTV Network. PCTV Network, your hometown station. We're home for you. That's our slogan, but I dare adjust. And it's the truth, and it fits best. The PCTV Network, your number one source for local sports, with your favorite hosts, Bernie, Dave, Al, and Scott. The PCTV Network, we're home for you. It's more than a slogan, it's all true. Local programming, stream 24/7, the PCTV Network. It's Earth's Little Heaven, the PCTV Network. Check out channels 22, 28, and 98. Tune in, it's sure to be great. The PCTVnetwork.com, The PCTVnetwork.com, The PCTVnetwork.com, Make sure you support PCTV Network, PCTVnetwork.com, your hometown station.
Yes, we have lights at Pope John Paul High School. That's where we are tonight. The PCTV Network proudly presents Pioneer Athletic Conference football. It is Pope John Paul and Perk Valley for the league title. Hello, everybody. I'm Al Ganoza, joined by Jim Aljo, and welcome to the U.S. Piping pregame show. You know, Jim, we got a little bit of a chill in here, but it's warm. I would say relatively warm for late October. It doesn't belie the championship feeling in the air. Tonight, PJP's going to try to repeat, right?
Yes, they are. Yeah, it's an electric night, and I can't say enough about these two programs. Let's start with the leaders. Two classy men. I mean, you could not have better role models if you're playing for them. Not to mention they're good coaches. Scotty has won 2 championships at Perk Valley. Coach Heist has won a bunch. He run. I think he won 3 in a row. He was 3 years in the league as a head coach before he lost a league game. Outstanding job, and they both belong here. They both have similar spread offenses. PV this year is a little bit more run dominant. They both have outstanding offenses. Scotty runs his 52. Coach Heist, Coach Young run that 3-3 stack. It's a nightmare. So I'm going to bottom line it. There's a ton of great matchups tonight. Terleski and McDonald, Cole Euchre and Mikal Parker. Oh, this is exciting. I think one of the keys, can PV handle the blitzing of Lamison and McNally? And if they can't, they're in trouble. If they're able to neutralize them, then they've got some wiggle room. I cannot predict this outcome. These are two excellent teams. Either side can win. Let's get after it.
You know, we tried to compare common scores. Well, this plays it too, and it's trying to handicap it. And I think we came across it's a pick, right?
That's right.
It's a toss-up. We'll be back with your opening kick right after this.
At O'Donnell, Weiss, and Matei, our team approach makes all the difference.
Business law is complex because it's easy to make costly mistakes.
OWM is able to handle any area of law that a business or individual in our community needs.
We are the ones who are uniquely talented and uniquely positioned to do that for your benefit. That's what drives me to come to work every day.
OWM Law.
Your life,
Your business, your law firm.
We need to score more points. We need to play our brand of defense like we always do. And we need to try to limit turnovers and create turnovers, and that's a recipe for winning football.
The pressure's always there. I think the pressure's been there since I've been there. Coach Graver did a nice job of putting the program in a spot where winning is kind of expected. And I'd rather be in that position where our players expect to win, our school expects to win, and have that kind of culture. So the pressure's always going to be there. I have to kind of invite that feeling rather than be like, oh, this is tough. So I'm okay with that, and I think our players are okay with that. We know there's a target on us, so when we're trying to prepare for that in that way, knowing there's a target on us.
settle in.
Ready for kickoff, and we have no wind, Jim, tonight to speak of at all.
No, perfect. Fall night, beautiful. Let's go.
Julian Corpelese to kick off. He's wearing number 14, 5'11", 151 pounds. Braden Reed back deep in the middle. Good crowd on him. We got the PV folks on the bank across the way.
They travel well.
Both student sections. Looks like D'Angelo from his own 18, far side. Gets a little bit of a wall and finally tripped up about the 38-yard line.
Interesting. Special teams, turnovers, and penalties. I love what Scotty Reed said in his interview with Rob Sr. Every single play matters in a championship game, and I found that to be very, very true.
Looked like the tackle there, a shoestring tackle. Might have been Perrone, number 9.
Yeah, good to see Perrone on the field. He got dinged up against Springford, so he's back. He did a fantastic tackler for PV.
So Terleski brings out the men in blue to the 37. Perk Valley 3 down lineman. Going to hand up Scarback, and as soon as she takes the handoff, a flag flies. Shakes off one tackle, gets him out 2 or 3 yards, but that's probably coming back.
Okay. It looked, to be honest, looked like maybe someone illegal shift or line up in the neutral zone. Probably against PJP.
You know, Jim, one thing I wondered, when you're PJP and you played so long during the daytime, do you still, is it an adjustment for you even when you're in the home field to play at night then?
I'm going to be honest. So everything is double-sided in my life. However, this is one of the things you do get pumped for night games. That's my memory. You know, we played, a lot of Saturday afternoon games and whatnot, and man, Friday night games are where it's at.
So it is 5 yards procedure against PJP. Terleski long count. Floats it out to D'Angelo. Oh, nice move. D'Angelo with a nice move to get up over the 40-yard line.
Very good coverage downfield, particularly on Braden Reed, the Villanova recruit, and Terleski getting into Brandon D'Angelo, number 6, just a junior, makes a nice move, brings up 2nd and 8 for the Panthers.
Linebacker Richie Strano came up for the hit.
So the one, go ahead, sorry.
Oh, no, got 7 yards on the first down.
Yeah.
Slot to the right, empty backfield. See if Terleski will keep it. Nope. Oh, he's getting rushed. Sets up the screen. That was busted up.
Screen pass attempt looking for Denny Owens. Full is incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Both defenses are outstanding. Really good covers there, stiffing that screen out.
Ottavino was in there.
Number 16, Ottavino.
Yeah, that brings up 3rd down at a long 8.
So one of the things with this type of matchup, you do have the big guys, and they're going to have more depth. And PV, for over a decade, has done a great job, particularly rotating their defensive linemen out, especially those guys that may be playing offense, and they'll stay fresh. And they've got the depth.
Terleski will step up in the pocket, fires right past Reed, his intended receiver, who sat down just past the first down marker. It's incomplete, and that's going to be a punting situation.
Yeah, great job. Kind of left my eyes for a second because I was watching the rest of the field. He was open. That was a laser, maybe a little bit hot and high, but Braden Reed gets past the sticks, finds that hole in the zone. Great job by him, but unable to connect.
Like Karopolis is back to receive the punt back at his own 25-yard line. Ooh, that's a Braden Reed boomer. Fielded nicely by Karopolis back at his 20. So PV will have the ball there when we come back.
Welcome to WQ Diner, located here on Route 100 and King Street in beautiful Pottstown. I'm William Quinn, owner here at WQ Diner. We serve the freshest ingredients, all homemade food with exceptional service. We're open daily, 7 days a week, 5:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Breakfast all day, full menu available all day with homemade food, the best ingredients, and exceptional service. Take a pick from our large assortment of gourmet desserts, baked fresh daily. WQ Diner, the finer diner. I'm William Quinn, owner. Look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.
So PV, first time with the football, 10:44 left to play first period. PJP a 3 and outs. They're going to hand it off. Looks like McCabe may be out of the back. I'm sorry,
Sturgis.
no.
Yeah.
Number 26, Colin Sturgis.
Yep.
That's Sturgis.
So I believe, Al, Sturgis is their second or third leading rusher. I think Pat McDonald's their first. They did lose McCabe.
Oh, he's out.
Yeah, he got an ACL, I think, against Springford. So
Okay.
having a great year, one of those utility guys. They're going to miss him. You know, what I see is a lot of really good athletes who can make plays on both sides. You know, you do have your Braden Reed who's going to Villanova. There's just a lot of playmakers on both sides.
Sturgis, a junior.
Come on, Ed, your side, bud.
McDonald out of shotgun. There's a big hole and a first down run.
And up the middle for a gain of about 10 yards.
I don't think Sturgis again.
Ball carried there, number 5, Anthony Rodriguez.
No, that's Rodriguez. Anthony Rodriguez took the handoff. So PJP gives up a little bit of room through the middle. And it's PV first down.
Yeah, that offensive line that's one of the biggest offensive line I've seen Perk Valley ever have. And they're, as you mentioned earlier, their Princeton recruit, Cole Euchre, who is one outstanding athlete, is at center. And he led that. That was quite the push they had.
McDonald's going to keep it himself. Oh, McDonald off to the races. Finally pulled down by Scarbeck. Showed some speed there, and also number 7 for PJP. That's Edward Boone.
Yes. Very impressed with Edward Boone all year. He's not just a cover corner. He's actually really physical. Tackles well. You guys did the Ruston game. I thought he had an exceptional game.
Yep. Wow, McDonald with a burst of speed.
He's got over 1,000 yards passing, but he's got like over 500 rushing, 500, 600 yards rushing this year.
So PV from its own 20 all the way down to the PJP 30. And Rodriguez hit, and we have a couple of flags. I'm thinking it might be face mask.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There was that spin in the tackle, which kind of indicates maybe there was a extra legal grab.
Yeah. That hurts.
That hurts a lot. Impressive opening drive for the Vikings.
So PJP's offense hurt by the procedure penalty, and now the face mask. And that happened right out in the open.
Henry's the first to foul a face mask against Coach John Paul.
So right now, PV winning the game of the flag, so to speak.
15-yard penalty and a first down for the Vikings.
Ouch.
Yeah, big. First drive of the game for the Vikings, 8:53 here to go in the first quarter.
I didn't think that official was going to stop walking until he hit 422. Or I guess in this case it would be the other way.
Come
My
on,
bad.
we're not even at the curb at Rittenhouse, right?
First down at the 18-yard line. McDonald under center with Sturgis behind him. Now it's an empty backfield. Going to be a jet sweep. Looks like Rodriguez. PJP, too much defensive speed there, and that's D'Angelo comes up and makes the hit.
I'm going to be honest, I thought that play was going to be a home run. They had a tight end, which has been unusual a little bit for PV, condensed formation, empty formation, and then they bring that guy in jet motion. Great defense by Pope John Paul. Second and 10.
Hard to tell on PB the difference. They have Rodriguez number 5. They also looks like they have a number 6. Or is that number 5?
Yes, outside at wide receiver.
Yeah.
That's Joey Keogh.
Joey Keogh. So 2nd down and 10. McDonald will hand to Sturgis. Sturgis drags a tackler ahead. Hit by Borzillo. Anthony Borzillo gains a couple. Going to bring up 3rd down and long.
So what my first impression is, having gone against PV, when Scott Reed was the coach, Rob Heist, typically a spread offense. This is much more power football.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it, and again, they do have a tremendous advantage. And that is a heck of a compliment because that PJP defensive front is phenomenal.
Yeah, they have no splits at all.
No, they don't. They're leather to leather.
Looks like rugby. It's going to be the pitch. Rodriguez trying to get to the corner. Knocked out of bounds inside the 5 by Edwards Boone. Boy, he turned that corner in a hurry.
Yeah, I think
Or is that Keogh?
Yeah, Keogh. So he must be there. They must have finagled a little bit around to replace McCabe. And maybe brought in Rodriguez from the outside and Keogh off the bench. Good pickup. 1st and goal.
Wow, what a drive by PV.
Yeah, impressive.
McDonald out of the shotgun. 1st and goal from the 2. That Sturgis shifts to his right. McDonald's going to keep it, and looks like he knifes into the end zone. Don't see a signal yet, though. There's the signal. It's a touchdown.
Yeah,
Perk Valley takes it all the way in.
Just a common sense call on that. Let's not get fancy. It's one exchange between the center and the quarterback and let our guy do what he does. Al, again, compliment you every game. Your preseason show, watch it again today. Nice job, well-spoken athletes. You put them in a very nice position to make them look good.
Thank you. Oh, that was power football there.
It really was.
Snap. Looked like they had a little bit of problem maybe with the snap.
Yeah.
Maybe got about 3 feet off the ground. 6:34 left to play in the first period. PV takes about 80 yards for a touchdown.
For more than 50 years, Pottstown Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery has served its community with expert dental care, offering patients dental implants and a full menu of procedures for many types of dental problems, including bone grafting, wisdom teeth, impacted canines, facial trauma, jaw surgery, oral pathology, TMJ disorders, and sleep apnea. Get the smile you've always wanted. Contact Pottstown Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery today.
Number 3, Braden Reed.
PV getting set to kick off again. Garoppolo's teeing it up. And PJP had good field position to start out the first time at their 37, but that penalty hurt them.
Yeah, it hurt a lot. But that wasn't impressive. I'm not taking anything away from PV. That was a heck of an impressive drive.
Garoppolo drives it deep. That's Braden Reed from inside his own 5. Boy, he shows a nice burst of speed. Turns the corner, now cuts it up inside.
Terrific run back on number 3.
Now, nice acceleration. Gets up to 37 again.
Yep, first return was Brandy Angelo. This one, Braden Reed, and really just does a nice job of being patient and quick at the same time and finding the best route to maximize yards. Good pickup, PJP.
So in their first drive, we saw them target Reed once. Where is he? Looks like he's on the far side.
Double twins formation.
With Dylan Scarbeck in the backfield. There's a pitch over to Scarbeck. Oh, not a lot of room to go. A lot of white shirts out there, and he's stuffed right at the line of scrimmage.
Good defensive coverage by the Vikings.
A little, maybe too exuberant there, but that's very good D. That looks like a loss on that toss. Oh, no. Here we go. Looks like 1st and 10. Really good defense. Looks like Number 16, Ottavino again. 21,
No gain, second
Jamie
down.
Smith. You got Cole Euchre in there, number 77, and big number 64 for Perk Valley is Brady Suppley, just a junior, 6'4", 214.
Maybe the biggest line in the league, you think, PV?
I haven't seen Springford and O&J, who would be in the conversation. They're definitely the biggest, from what I can see.
So second down at 10, we have a flag flying, and PV applauding.
Call by Pope John Paul.
Nope, they called timeout apparently before the clock ran out, the time clock. 5:29 left to play first period, 6-0 PV.
At Superior Credit Union, we believe in growing stronger together. So we provide products and services to fit your financial needs and accommodate your busy lifestyle. With convenient services like home banking, e-deposits, account alerts, and a free coin counter for members. Come see why Superior Credit Union is growing. Visit any one of our 3 locations in Collegeville, Royersford, and our brand new location in Pottstown. Superior Credit Union.
I want to remind you guys to like and subscribe to the PCTV network on our YouTube channel. We have Gus Tellis, Jim Aljo, Al Ganoza. PJP called timeout just before the time clock expired.
Very heads up.
I didn't know they were close to a delay game there.
It didn't seem that way, but it would be nice if the Frontier Division would get the play clocks in.
Oh, intercepted, floated the pass.
Intercepted by number 4, Dimitri Toman for the Vikings.
And picked off by Dimitri Tonin at the 43-yard line.
He's an outstanding cover corner as well. Now, it's funny, I don't think he didn't have a man in his zone, so he came over and just read the quarterback's eyes and ended up taking him to the play. Otherwise, I'm not sure Treleski ever saw the guy.
Yeah,
because they didn't have a guy clearing him out on the backside, which is okay. Sometimes you need a max protector, especially against a 3-3 stack where they're bringing so many different guys.
PJP's defense going to be called on to make a stop here. They gave up some big plays the first time around.
So special teams, your big 3, PJP gets a slight nod, but penalties and turnovers right now, PV's got the advantage.
Quick rush out to the line. Surge takes, looked like Sturgis got up over the 45.
5 yards for the Vikings.
And PV's just saying, hey, we're bigger than you. We're coming downhill. That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
We're coming downhill.
What do you do in that instance if you're the defense? Try to bring up linebackers and
you got to take some risks with maybe bringing D'Angelo or Braden. Scarbeck. Scarbeck's the other safety, and getting them involved in stopping the run game. And there's Scarbeck.
Good fakery there, and comes out to Rodriguez. And good deep by PJP. It's not for no gain.
Yeah, that was a good call by Lee Ryan Dallas, the PJP defensive coordinator, a phenomenal former player for St. Pius back in the day. But they brought Scarbeck off the edge there. Right call at the right time.
I think it's imperative here for the folks in blue to force a punt. Stop some of this momentum for the PV offense.
Look at this.
PV doing a lot of movement on offense. McDonald sets up, and down he goes. That's Mikel Parker.
He is lean, mean rush machine. He does a great job at his defensive end tackle position. He's hard to block. There's a big sack, fourth and long 12 for PV, forcing them to punt. They are in that fake punt zone. With the lead, I would not do that, but who knows?
Zach Karopoulos seems to do it all. There's a rugby kick.
Wow.
Reed says, you betcha I'm going to return it. Wow, Reed with a nice acceleration, but good coverage by Perk Valley.
Nice return by
Is it just me or does Reed seem a little bit quicker tonight?
I'm thinking it's the lights, but he's got a burst.
All right, we're going to take a break. 2:59 left to play first period. Still 6-0.
At O'Donnell, Weiss, and Matei, our team approach makes all the difference.
With special needs planning, what I can do with families is help to make sure that in the event the parent no longer is there to finance the care of their child, that there's a trust available or other people available to make decisions for that child. I really like working with my clients, I like coming to work, and I really like helping them find solutions for their problems.
OWM Law.
Your life,
your business, your law firm.
So PJP's third try on offense here. They have yet to get a first down.
Oof.
And they're not going to get close to one there either.
That's just outstanding defensive pressure. Again, Ottavino again.
Ottavino, yeah.
He made the right read. That's a inverted veer, if you will, or a zone read. Right read, a man unaccounted for, unblocked, and good play, Ottavino.
2nd and 14.
Once again, PV 3 down linemen, but they have those 5 linebackers, and I guess you don't know who's going to come.
They are. Yeah, just like we saw last week against O&J, which this year is dominant, or a heavily dose of the 3-3 stack.
Second down at 14. They bring 3. Pass out to D'Angelo on the sidelines.
Number 6, Brandon D'Angelo.
It's like a gain of about 6-7. We'll bring up third down and manageable.
So that's a great call by Scotty Reed. Make it an easy out route, pick up the yards. Gillespie's got a great arm, and it's an easy, either he's open or he's not. When you get in the middle like that crossing route that was intercepted, sometimes you just don't see that zone guy. 3rd and 6, big play.
Yeah, they got to get to the 41. Terleski, quick drop, short throw, and it's not going to get nearly the yardage needed, but do you go for it? Man, that'd be a gutsy call.
With the size differential, you've definitely got to wait. Oh, they got it.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, never mind.
Coach John Paul fans, I ask you what down
I was going to say he did go to the first down marker, but yes, he did.
His feet were. It didn't look like the ball was from but I am blocked out by the players.
Denny Owens goes out far side.
Yeah.
Braden Reed. It's Reed in motion. Wow, they almost stole the handoff, and Reed with a head of steam, spinning around, and gets about 7 or 8 yards.
For about 7 yards.
So the first thing I'm seeing, anyone that goes in that jet motion, PV is ripping that backside, whatever you're going to call it. We called it spur. So they have 3 middle linebackers in their 3 stack, and then there's 2 outside backers. And that outside backer is ripping, and they're getting pressure that way.
They're in there almost as soon as the snap gets back there.
So you've got to have something in your repertoire to take advantage of that kind of pressure.
So second down, about 2. Pass out in the flat, caught. Looked like D'Angelo.
Yep.
D'Angelo gets another PJP first down.
And that's, obviously Braden Reed, he is a Villanova recruit, deservedly so. But both sides have a ton of good athletes that can make plays. And Braden Reed has got some extra attention from PV, so someone else has to step up.
PJP also has Brady Bass out there now, number 11, wide receiver near side.
Student council vice president.
Now the Panthers now in PV territory. There's Scarbeck, and Scarbeck has a little bit of room.
And off number 2, Dylan Scarbeck.
Scarbeck gets down to about the 44. That's 4 yards.
Looks like 4 yards.
And even on that play, which was a nice pickup, Cole Euchre, I believe from the nose guard spot, came through that A gap pretty much untouched. They're doing a good job of disrupting the PJP offense.
Hey, Jim, we have played through one period already.
5-yard gain, second and 5.
They're going to switch ends. 6-0. PV over PJP.
Hi, I'm Joe, and this is Chris, and many of you know us. And we'd like to welcome you to our new showroom here at 618 North Reading Avenue in Boyertown, where we offer Kohler faucets, Moen faucets as well, vanities, tubs, and many accessories.
Here we have an operating, high-efficiency, Energy Star rated American Standard furnace combined with a variable speed AC condenser. Let us install one today to start saving you money throughout the heating and cooling season.
Here at Patriot, we now offer kitchen and bath designs.
So come visit us today at 618 North Reading Avenue or visit our website at www.patriotnp.com.
Yakalak Construction, serving the Tri-County area since 1946. Family owned, free estimates, all types of concrete work, sidewalks, foundations, steps, curbs, and more. Professional service and quality. Give them a call, 610-323-8134.
Got the PJP student section over there standing, and across the way you have the Perk Valley student section as well, standing along the fence.
And their outfits. Looks like they went gray on gray. New uniforms for PJP tonight.
Yeah.
Looking looking good.
Nice big noticeable numbers on there.
As we start the second
Thank
quarter,
you.
Yes.
PJP will have the ball 2nd and 5.
I apologize to any of the PV fans. Sometimes with the single digits, it's hard to tell an 8 from a 9, from a 6, from a 5.
Oof.
Should have brought my binoculars. Now I can tell number 4 here.
Nice and
Dimitri
close.
Toman, yeah.
He's having an outstanding year, Toman.
Terleski out of shotgun, second down at 4. He's got a hand to Scarbeck behind Reed. Nice cut up inside. Spins around for a first down inside the 45.
Now, interesting that time, PJP did not motion Braden Reed, and they did not get that disruptive push. And it was great. Now, they did bring Braden Reed around to lead block, and he did a good job with that. Nice pickup for Scarbeck. First down.
Just starting the second quarter.
33-yard line.
Brady Bass out near side, going one-on-one against Toman. And Scarbeck spun around. Good tackle there by number 52, Wyatt Kolb. Productive run. Looks like he's got about 5 more.
Yeah, so that was in my opinion, it was a fortuitous call because
4-yard gain by Scarbeck.
PV defensive line all slanted left, and the play started out to the offensive right, defensive left, and then he cut it back where they vacated out. Nice pickup, 2nd and about 6.
Jim, you mentioned how both these coaches have been around and know their stuff.
Yeah.
And they will make adjustments to what the other side is doing.
And we saw this last year, and God forgive me, I forget the name, but
Reed didn't have a lot of room.
No.
Number 3, Braden Reed, read nicely
I don't know if that was a counter or he automatically reversed because it was too cluttered. But the staffs on both sides are phenomenal. Whether it's Basil, on and on. They have great staffs who will contribute to the head coach's decision making.
Reed a gain of a yard on that.
Scratched out of yards. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. You would assume this is 4-down territory.
Yeah. 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Down 6-0. PV with the lead. PJP with the ball.
Has a man out there. Looks like it's a first down catch. I'm thinking D'Angelo. He's come up big already tonight.
They're taking advantage of the extra room that he has now.
Let's do it again, fans. What down
right
is it?
at that point where you can tempt them with the sluggo. All right, slant and go. They're throwing the hitch. They're throwing the slants to him. Now pump that and send him deep. See if you can get something out of it.
First down handoff, Scarbeck. Oh, Scarbeck with a cut! And he is good!
Wow. Great job, stutter step, patient, but offensive line for Pope John Paul. Escobar at center, Parker at left tackle, Dan Tamaro left guard, Anthony Borzillo pulling, kicking out, Chase France wrapped around leading. Scarbeck, great answer, 6'6" right now.
He had no room to run on those first 2 drives, but the adjustments made and the blocking done.
Just outstanding job all around, blocking and running.
Who's this kicker?
Number 17, Sismic.
And the kick is up and good with 9 minutes and 35 seconds.
That's right, Simonik.
John Paul takes the lead.
What a leg. PJP takes the lead, 7-6, 9:35 left to play, second period.
Welcome to WQ Diner, located here on Route 100 and King Street in beautiful Pottstown. I'm William Quinn, owner here at WQ Diner. We serve the freshest ingredients, all homemade food with exceptional service. We're open daily, 7 days a week, 5:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Breakfast all day, full menu available all day. With homemade food, the best ingredients, and exceptional service. Take a pick from our large assortment of gourmet desserts, baked fresh daily. WQ Diner, the finer diner. I'm William Quinn, owner. Look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.
And yes, we have lights at the Pope.
Amazing.
I still miss the Saturday afternoon football.
I do too. And you're right. As I mentioned earlier, people love Friday Night Lights, but you do have that advantage if you're the home team. You just have that advantage.
Yep.
There is a loss there. It is exciting to play under the lights, though.
But you're right, man. Everybody gets fired up to play at night.
Yes.
Simonik with a kick taken by Tillman. Oh, Tillman with a nice return. Tillman up almost to midfield.
Yeah, that's a great decision by him. It's a swibber, so who knows how it's going to bounce. It's in front of you, easy handle it, and he does a great job of just making one cut, getting north and south. Really great field position for Perk Valley. And a team that has run as well as it has, man, that's a position of comfort to be so far out to start your drive. Which I'd be leery of play action and taking a shot deep here.
Oh, good point. Says the former offensive coordinator.
I'm always offensive.
Oh, no, you're not. You're the least offensive person I know. And I know a lot of offensive people, Jim. Looks like Rodriguez gets a couple. Anthony Borzillo into the tackle. As it turns out, I think Borzillo's no J guy because I know his mom's family, the former Lopatskis.
Oh, okay. Anthony's having a phenomenal year.
Oh, absolutely.
Offensively, now, I'm going to mention this because he transferred in, so I believe this is his last game. All right, which we saw last year. I believe it's Kevin Haygood, the Wisconsin recruit.
Yep. Give him 2. There's Rodriguez. McDonald will keep it. McDonald.
Quarterback keeper by Patrick McDonald, number 11.
Take it down. Looked like McNally.
Gets it to the 44-yard
He's the first guy in there.
Yep. McNally.
Jackson Snyder, too.
Yep, you got it. Jackson Snyder, number 52. Makes the tackle coming out, and I believe he will spell number 65 for PJP.
Chase France.
Yes. Two-way player. PV does not have a ton of two-way players. PJP, I think all but 3 don't go both ways.
Yep. So 3rd down and 3. Slot on both sides. McDonald getting chased. Little screen. Great play coming up out of the secondary. I think that was McNally.
Yeah.
And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Sean's got to be pushing like 100 tackles this year. He is everywhere.
read it. Is he going to punt?
Oh, well.
Huh. Wow. That's respect.
I will believe it when I see it.
Okay. This would be punt safe defense here?
Yeah, I would. Number one, first things first, don't jump.
Oh, yeah. Well, Karopoulos is your punter. He's also pretty handy with the football.
Yeah, he's there every man.
Yeah. Well, he punts it. Reed takes it on the run. Breaks through the first wave. Gets popped down at the 22. But a couple good defensive stands by PJP. They'll take the football. 6:59 left to play, second period.
My name's Anthony Borzillo. I'm a senior at Pope John Paul, and I play defensive end, Sam, and right guard this year.
Welcome to WQ Diner, located here on Route 100 and King Street in beautiful Pottstown. I'm William Quinn, owner here at WQ Diner. We serve the freshest ingredients, all homemade food with exceptional service. We're open daily, 7 days a week, 5:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Breakfast all day, full menu available all day. With homemade food, the best ingredients, and exceptional service. Take a pick from our large assortment of gourmet desserts, baked fresh daily. WQ Diner, the finer diner. I'm William Quinn, owner. Look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.
You know, Jim, this reminds me a little bit, we were here for one of their games, and PJP gave up a little bit in the beginning, and you're like, okay, maybe it was the Ruston game, and then they stiffened.
Yes.
That's the way that first drive, the defense looked like, oh, this is going to be a long day. But then they stiffened on the next two drives.
Credit to the culture of Coach Reed and his staff and players. You know, when you're dominant all year like they have been, and you get punched in the mouth, people do panic.
Yeah.
And they have not, to your point. .6:30 to go here in the second corner. PJP with a 7-6 lead over Perk Valley.
PJP will shorten the game, getting that signal in from the sideline. Terleski fires far sideline. Reed has it. Reed pushed out of bounds after a gain of about 7.
Yeah, real nice matchup between Braden Reed and Corpelius over there on that far side, number 14 at his cornerback spot. And Braden does a great job of selling that fly route, the go route, and then slams on the brakes, boom, boom, and he's open for the hitch. Good job, Teleski, delivering a sharp ball.
Ball right at the 30-yard line.
Third and short 2.
Clock coming down to, well, now it's 6:06. It stopped. It's Scarbeck. Oh, Scarbeck with a great block from Parker and has a first down. Boy, Parker just wiped out a defender.
Yeah, the timing on that could, I'm looking like, oh boy, we have 4-yard loss, and bang, Parker peels back and just, it's almost a crackback block from the lineman. A big pickup, nice run by Scarbeck. Big first down for PJP.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line of the Vikings.
I'm having a hard time seeing PJP behind his Perk Valley defensive lineman.
Oh, big
My
number 90
goodness.
in.
Yeah. Scarbeck picking his way. Does nice to just get a yard or two.
So at right tackle for Perk Valley is junior Mike Conley. 6'4", 329 pounds.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
Let's call that 2nd and 9.
Moves well, too, for
Yes.
a big man.
Clock coming down to 5:15. Who's the PV free safety? Is that number 9?
9, Perone.
Perone, okay.
Outstanding tackler. Got dinged up against Springford. Good to see him back on the field.
Play action, Terleski chased. Looks like a short gain catch by D'Angelo.
Number 6, Brandon D'Angelo.
So one of the things that makes this defense so tough, the Perk Valley, is they put their outside linebackers, Rodriguez in this case, was matched up against Denny Owens, And they've got outside linebackers who can play the run as well as essentially play man-to-man. He was on Denny Owens that time, although Denny Owens that time did have a step. What we got here? 17 is Carter Euchre, Cole's brother. I think they're both seniors.
Another procedural penalty, looks like, against PJP, and that's going to make it a 3rd down and 14.
This is a tough
Unless
defense.
maybe PV lined up offside.
I didn't see him jump, so they had to be lined up in the neutral zone against them.
Oh, they did. All right.
All right.
I apologize for jumping the gun.
5-yard penalty.
That'll help.
Make it 3rd and 4.
That's a lot more manageable.
With the ball moving to the 42-yard line of the goal.
Yeah, they had to be lined up in this neutral.
It
Right?
had to be.
Yeah.
It had to be.
We're inside of 4 minutes. 7-6. BJP on top. First half. And Terleski has the time. Just can't find anybody open. Floats it deep. One to D'Angelo, and there's going to be a flag coming in.
Pass falls incomplete, but there is a
That's a gutsy call on that sideline. That's defensive pass interference.
Good point. Good point. You will not get a lot of support over there. PJP is indicating it's against PV. I tell you what, PV was ready. They ran timing routes, and those defensive backs for Perk did not take a drop step at all. They were like, nah, we're staying right here.
Looked like they held D'Angelo as he tried to break deep.
10-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage.
Okay, so that's first down. That was a great defensive play there by PV. Unfortunately, they call with the hold. First down, I believe they are in PV territory. Yeah, they're at the PV 47.
Plenty of time left, 3:40, especially with this offense.
Yeah. PV does get the ball.
Yep. There's Terleski on his first designed run of the day, and he gets good 8-9 yards.
Yeah, he's had a very successful year running the ball himself.
Tackle for the Vikings made by number 54.
Also over 1,000. Last year he threw for just under 2,000 yards. He's over 1,000 this year by a bunch.
5-yard gain by Terleski, second.
Richie Strano into the tackle, middle linebacker, number 54.
Just about the 3-minute mark here in the second quarter. And again, as mentioned, PV will get the ball to start the second half.
Terleski's going to keep it again, finds an opening. Still going. Terleski down inside the 15. Finally taken down by Tillman.
That was a phenomenal job, and the patience of waiting to use Terleski because I tell you what, he put the ball in the belly of that tailback, and that linebacker flew with Scarbeck, which created the hole. And then Perone, who never misses a tackle, Terleski's so big, he was able to get a straight arm in there and pick up a huge gain down to about the 13-yard line of PV. 2:40 to go.
First and 10 from 13-yard line.
Terleski on the jet sweep. That's Reed, and Reed spun out and knocked down, and there come the flags. The defender, Euchre's pleading his case, but really it's not going to be too much yardage. I don't even know if it's an automatic first down. In high school, the way high school rules are.
You're right. It's a personal foul. So again, in my mind, that's an automatic first down. Let's wait and see. But it was a late hit. It wasn't overly malicious, but the reality is it may have been sold well, let's say.
Is against the Vikings.
Boy, high school rules are goofy as. I don't get it. It's,
2nd and 1 at the 4-yard line.
Unlike college or pro, man, in so many ways.
I probably there's the disparity between the haves and the have-nots at the high school level. They have to keep in uniforms, and I can't.
Terleski on the jet sweep. Reed cuts into the end zone for a touchdown.
Impressive. That's a heck of a drive by the Pope John Paul Panthers to fit. Well, I don't want to say finish. There's still 2 minutes and 11 seconds, but man, what an incredible drive. Nice mix of pass and run, and including Terleski for some big yardage, big pickups for the Pope.
Indicate the extra point, number 17, Sam Simonek.
Simonek coming in again. Showed a strong leg on his first attempt. Reed the hold. That kick is good. 2:11 left to play for the first half. PJP now on top 14-6.
My name is Braden Reed. I'm a senior and I play wide receiver.
At Superior Credit Union, we believe in growing stronger together. So we provide products and services to fit your financial needs and accommodate your busy lifestyle. With convenient services like home banking, e-deposits, account alerts, and a free coin counter for members. Come see why Superior Credit Union is growing. Visit any one of our 3 locations in Collegeville, Royersford, and our brand new location in Pottstown. Superior Credit Union.
Love coming here to PJP. We got our buddies up here, Jim Watko, the closest to us, and then Mike DeLeva, who's the PA man over there. Jim's daughter, my daughter, went to Pius back in the day together. We used to go to the daddy-daughter date night. And Mike's son went to PJP with my son.
Kicking off number 17, Sam Simon.
Mike Duffy down there, too.
Oh, Mike Duffy, I'm sorry.
Number 9, Braden Perk.
Okay, I don't want to. You need one.
Sam Simonek kicking off.
Simonek with a good foot. Couldn't quite catch the number. Oh, that's Perone. That's our free safety. Nice return.
Now, I'm going to be honest. Down a score here and a 2-point just to tie. I'm leaning on if I can make something happen here, I'm going to. I believe they have, I can't tell, 2 timeouts left for, no, 3. They got 3 timeouts. I'm going to attempt to see if I can make something happen with minimal risk.
I'm trying to think, have they passed yet?
They've tried, and that's what.
Oh, they got sacked.
Yeah, if I'm PV, that's a little concerning. Like, if we can't just muscle them, they're getting pressure when we pass.
Donald, and there his pocket collapses again, but he does a nice, great job to escape. My goodness, he is shifty. He is fast.
He's an outstanding runner. I do believe he's their leading rusher this year. And
I can see why.
He can make things happen. And he doesn't he's really efficient throwing the ball as well.
They had him. They had pocket collapse.
Oh, man, I got out of there. That was the proverbial watermelon seed.
Clock inside of 150. Both teams a lot of speed on defense. You have to anymore.
Yeah, oh man, they have so many weapons, both sides offensively.
Little shovel pass to Sturgis. Good call. Gets a first down. Tackled by Reed.
There's the matchup I like to see. Now Cole Euchre, 77, probably the best lineman in the league. His helmet came off. He's out of play. Him and McKellen Parker had a nice battle there. But that's a tough loss. He's their center. That's a tough. I'd be pressuring that center this play. On PJP.
Clock down to 113. Oh, another quick burst by Sturgis, finally ridden down by D'Angelo.
So Sturgis is a nice athlete. He's probably not going to win a whole lot of 100-meter contest. However, he's got that Zach Pierce. People just shed off of him, and he ends up in the open. He is an incredibly powerful running back.
PV giving up the yards like they did on that first drive of the game. Clock inside of 50 seconds left. Timeout on the field.
PJP, okay.
PJP will call their second
I think it's a good call.
Yeah.
You need a timeout there. All right, 47 seconds left in the first half. PJP on top, 14-6.
Chase France, senior, Pope John Paul. I'm an offensive tackle and defensive lineman.
At O'Donnell, Weiss, and Matei, our team approach makes all the difference.
Business law is complex because it's easy to make costly mistakes.
OWM is able to handle any area of law that a business or individual in our community needs.
We are the ones who are uniquely talented and uniquely positioned to do that for your benefit. That's what drives me to come to work every day.
OWM Law.
Your life,
your business,
your law firm.
Maybe a little reset there for the defense.
Yeah, smart timeout.
Yeah, PB has covered a lot of ground very quickly.
Very quickly, all on the ground, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
47 seconds ago, I believe they have all 3 timeouts. This is, they have a lot of things going in their favor.
Ball's at the 24-yard line, officials timeout. What's the discussion here? All right, I think we're about ready, Jim.
Okay.
I think we're ready.
You got Boyd, which is a ancient PV name, number 12 out here with Keogh.
Pass toward the end zone, wide open for a touchdown.
Pass is complete to a wide open number 6, Joey Keogh.
Joey Keogh somehow escaped unnoticed.
So I'm not going to lie. I love this formation that PV's running. It's essentially bunch trips to the right, a form of double twin slot to the left, and then Sturgis goes in motion. So you end up with quads. And for a team like PJP that plays so much man-to-man, who's got who? And that's what happened there.
Okay.
Number 6, Keogh, wide open.
Man. So now they'll go for 2. But they're going to take a timeout first, and so will we. PJP on top, 14-12, 41 seconds left, first half.
My name is Patrick McDonald, and I'm quarterback at Perk Valley, class of 2025. Number 1 goal is to win the PAC championship. It's always our team's goal, and we're going to work towards that each week. I don't have any specific goals, just to go 1-0 every week.
For more than 50 years, Pottstown Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery has served its community with expert dental care, offering patients dental implants and a full menu of procedures for many types of dental problems, including bone grafting, wisdom teeth, impacted canines, facial trauma, jaw surgery, oral pathology, TMJ disorders, and sleep apnea. Get the smile you've always wanted. Contact Pottstown Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery today.
Well, 2 drives, PV has looked unstoppable on offense. First one and this one.
And in between, I'm giving it to PJP's defense, and man, that was a heck of a drive.
Yeah. It was easy.
And again, you got the 2 best teams in the league, 2 best coaching staffs. That's a heck of an answer.
McDonald's going to keep it. The defense is there, and down he goes. D'Angelo was out there. So was Edwards Boone.
Yeah, and number 8, I believe that's Kieran Myers as well, is having a great year.
Good call. Yep, good call.
But they were fast.
Yep, that was Kieran Myers. Your eyes are better than mine. You're younger.
I am due for my eye doctor appointment.
Well, at this rate, do you, when they come back, do you just run a couple of plays, take a knee, and go in? Or
I'm thinking, so it's 14-12, you've got the lead. I want to get it. I'm going to take it.
I agree with you. Be thankful.
You know, if they get if they get past midfield, which they could, I'd still give them 30 seconds. And you want to take a couple, what the heck? Why not?
Yeah.
I would say send everyone deep and then maybe hit someone on a crossing route if they've got room. The last thing you want to do is give up any points.
Right. Yeah, pick sixes can be demoralizing late in the half.
Yeah, and I have been guilty of that myself over early in my career.
Number 6, Brandon D'Angelo.
And Braden Reed, he's anxious to return everything.
Their returns have been pretty darn good tonight.
So Corpelise.
Kicking off for the Vikings, number 14, Julian Corpelise.
Julian, as you said, does a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
It's going to be D'Angelo. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's number 5. That's C.J. Scruggs.
Another weapon. Just one of those guys that's a very good athlete and can make plays for the Pope.
36 seconds remaining in the half.
Both sides are littered with this. All right, so they're inside their own 30. I'm taking a knee.
Yeah, I agree with you.
36 seconds. I think they have one timeout left.
Well, we thought O&J would have been conservative too last week, and I'd burn them. I'm going to hand it to Scarbeck, who's slammed immediately by
Carter Euchre.
Carter Euchre in there, and helped him up afterwards. That was a nice gesture.
Yeah. They were both very well spoken in your preseason show, Al. Cole and Carter.
Yep. I don't think they're going to have to snap it again. I think we're going to go into halftime.
Yeah.
So a good first half.
Absolutely.
Still a lot to be decided. 14-12. PJP will be back with more after this.
My name is Carter Euchre. I'm an inside linebacker. I go to Perk Valley, and I'm class of 2025.
Welcome to WQ Diner, located here on Route 100 and King Street in beautiful Pottstown. I'm William Quinn, owner here at WQ Diner. We serve the freshest ingredients, all homemade food with exceptional service. We're open daily, 7 days a week, 5:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Breakfast all day, full menu available all day. With homemade food, the best ingredients, and exceptional service. Take a pick from our large assortment of gourmet desserts, baked fresh daily. WQ Diner, the finer diner. I'm William Quinn, owner. Look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.
Yakalak Construction, serving the Tri-County area since 1946. Family owned, free estimates, all types of concrete work, sidewalks, foundations, steps, curbs, and more. Professional service and quality. Give them a call, 610-323-8134.
At O'Donnell, Weiss & Mattei, our team approach makes all the difference.
Anyone entering a nursing home really should consult with an elder law attorney to see whether Medicaid is the appropriate option for them. It's really important to make sure that you have someone that's familiar with those rules, that works with those rules on a daily basis, that can guide you through the process. I specialize in elder law because I enjoy the clients that I work with, and I really like helping them find solutions for their problems.
OWM Law.
Your life, your business, your law firm.
PJP to kick off. Maybe a little bit of a breeze, Jim, has found its way onto our field tonight.
Yeah, the autumnal chill has crept in. Maybe it's just my old bones, but...
No, I have felt it, yeah.
Last receive the Vikings, number 9, Braden Perone.
Perone back deep. On the near side, Simitic. Will kick it. It is dropped. Good coverage by Pope John Paul. They're going to stop him shy of the 20-yard line.
Yeah, that's a heck of a coverage for and Simitic. Great kick. I mean, right in between the two. Seemed to have caused maybe a little communication issue. Dropped the ball, and great coverage by PJP.
So as we mentioned, Perk Valley was unstoppable on their first and last drives of the half.
Yeah, good call.
In between, PJP's defense did the job.
So I want to give those big guys, number 56, left guard Eddie Smith, number 70, Jacob Reedy, a junior, 6'3", 211. Right guard is Cooper Bolton, 5'5", 184. It's like wrestling a mailbox. And Andrew Keenan, 6'6", 252.
Ooh, high snap. And the run is stopped immediately.
Immediately by the PJP defense.
And that's Sturgis, I think, but he was wearing blue shirts as soon as he took the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a championship game, that's for sure, and it's being played at that type of level.
Yep.
Tackle made by number 65, Chase France.
Chase France getting credit for the tackle and cheating off of Jim and Mike over here. They have better eyes than I do.
They're good. They're good. They're reliable.
So no gain, 2nd down and 10. McDonald wants to pass, throws it deep, has a man wide open. The defender fell down. That is going to be a touchdown. That's Keogh. Oh, my.
Keogh wide open, takes it in for a PV touchdown.
Almost the same play as the first half.
Yeah, so great. Actually, it brought back memories of Hank Burnett and Joe Edwards, the call there, because it was an outside guy did the post there, and the inside guy did the out. The out was actually open, but the PJP defender got his feet tangled up, and then so it wasn't a blown coverage as it was you got your feet tangled up.
Yep.
Guy fell down. That is a great answer for PV to start the second half. Right now, 14-18 with extra point coming our way.
So Keogh has found himself wide open. When you can't get any more wide open.
And the kick
extra point is good. Since 1914, we have not played 1 minute yet. And PV with a stunner.
This is the year you're going to improve your game. No excuses. And the pros at Blackwood Golf Academy are here to help. With their 23-acre all-grass driving range, full-service pro shop, and computerized swing analysis, Blackwood Golf Academy will get your game up to par. Need lessons? Individual and group instruction with head pro Chris Carr will shave strokes off your game and make you the envy of your next foursome. Blackwood Golf Academy, a country club setting open to the public, adjacent to Blackwood Golf Course in Douglasville.
Jim, most teams would have a free safety to help out like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I think, to be honest, they were
receiver,
so
John Paul, number 6, Brandon
impressed
D'Angelo,
with
number
PV's
3,
run game that they have been helping with the safeties. And they play that man-to-man, and you do not get help if you're including safeties in the run game.
Yeah. I did not expect that call.
No, great call. Coach Heist.
Kickoff short. Just like Scruggs. Scruggs coming. Oh, that's D'Angelo.
Yep.
D'Angelo! He's going to take it the distance. No fly.
Wow. What is going on here? Great. That's him. That's the kickoff team. There were great blocks, but he gets so much credit for setting those blocks up. Brandon D'Angelo, what a fantastic run.
We were just talking about him at halftime.
Yeah.
Like he has made great strides throughout the year.
Yeah. It's one of those things. I'm going to keep saying this. Both teams are littered with playmakers. Division I, not really, but man, oh man. Whether it's McCabe, who's not playing tonight, but they just have these guys that can make plays. They block, they catch, they run. And Brandon D'Angelo is having a big game here tonight.
Semitic's kick is good. So, Jim, we played 1:14 and we've already had 2 big plays. Stay hang tight and fasten your seatbelt.
Butter Valley Golf Course, conveniently located in the quiet rural setting of Valley, PA, just off Route 100. One of the nicest, most affordable 18-hole course in the region. With changing elevations, challenging greens, and scenic fairways, golfers of all ability levels are sure to enjoy their round. Butter Valley Golf Course is a great place to enjoy the game of golf with friends or family, young and old alike. Grab some buddies and grab a meal at the Runway Grill before or after your round. Butter Valley Golf Course.
Kicking off following this extra point, be number 17.
Now, Jim, we have a track meet breakout here.
We do. That has energized this side of the spectators and the sidelines as well. PJP's pumped. Let's see what PV's answer is. Still a lot of time left. 10:46 to go in the third quarter. 21-19. PJP with a 2-point lead.
First, I thought that was CJ Scruggs, number 5 and number 6. And they're both built the same.
They are.
There's Perrone. Perrone with a good head of steam. All of a sudden goes down right about the 29-yard line.
He's still going. Pretty good coverage there. Looked like it was at the 30-yard line about. Yeah.
I was going to say the PJP defense didn't get much of a rest, but those guys go both ways anyway, so they weren't going to get a rest either.
That's a very, very good point. PJP does not have a ton of guys just that are one-way players.
So you got Keogh coming out near side. Donald will hand it Sturgis. Sturgis just runs with an attitude. Looked like Parker was the first guy to hit him.
He really does. He seems to embrace the contact
and
actually seems to reload his balance and just keeps churning.
He does not waste time hitting the holes.
No. Oh, man. Yeah, so if they can get the lead and slow PJP down, they're just going to feed him the ball.
Got 2 on first down. McDonald out of shotgun, out of the crouch. Going to hand it to Sturgis again. Sturgis with another good run, taken down by France and Parker.
Yep.
Sturgis for the Vikings.
Parker moves very well.
Oh, he really does. He is extremely agile for a young man his size.
4-yard gain by
So it's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
So it's back to a 2-point game. 21-19 for the Pioneer Athletic Conference Championship. PJP hoping to repeat.
Yeah, last year was the first time a Frontier team has won the league outright league championship since they split. They started this in 2016.
They're down. Pass out in the flats. Another man wide open. Looks like it's Rodriguez. And Rodriguez has a first down off of the 47.
So
coverage by, it's looked like Edwards Boone.
Number 7, Zahid Edwards Boone.
Yep. Edwards Boone there, and so again was Mikel Parker. And I apologize for I'm talking about him too much, but he's a defensive tackle who rushed, saw the pass, and sprinted and got in on the tackle 7 yards out. That's incredible effort for a two-way lineman.
Yep. First and 10 at the 42nd, 47.
So PV moves the sticks. They're at their own 47-yard line. Sturgis gets inside.
Anthony Rodriguez.
No, that's Rodriguez again.
Come on, D! Tackle made by number 1,
you're right.
Ryan Lamson.
There's your boy Lamson in on there on the tackle.
Yeah, Ryan Lamson, number 1. Real nice pickup. Brings up 2nd. Yeah. Long 4, short 5.
Ball at the 48
PV. Again, I've never seen PV use a tight end as much as they did. Number 13 in for PV. He's been in all night. That is Braden Nesser, 6'2", 180, just a junior.
Good size.
Yeah.
2nd down, 5. And in motion, they're going to hand it to Sturgis. Sturgis was hit low. That was Lamson. Lamson hit him, came up quickly there, number 1.
Yeah, he feels really well. These two linebackers are just so aggressive for PJP, but that's a good stop because let's be honest here, he was outweighed.
Yeah,
and he is. You know what? Bring it. Low man wins. Good tackle.
Didn't seem to bother him.
Now, They've had a little help on that one with Kieran Myers from his outside linebacker position.
McDonald's going to hand it to Rodriguez, who's knocked down. Looks like he will have a first down, though. Once again, that's Scarbeck who came in for the tackle.
Scarbeck, yep, and they dropped Braden Reed down from his safety position and brought him off the edge, but they went the other way.
Well, they moved the chains again, starting from their own 29-yard line down to the PJP 42.
Again, another slow churning drive that PV seems to be extremely comfortable with.
As you mentioned, their offensive linemen, very tight splits. McDonald wants to keep it, being chased. Oh, McDonald with a nice run, looks like a first down, still dragging the pile.
And a nice run by McDonald for another PV first down or more.
PV moving the chains.
Yeah, I believe it was your interview, Patrick McDonald, you interviewed, and he mentioned how and Cole Euchre, how good their workout. They do a lot of powerlifting, and I'm telling you what. So that's your not just your squats, but power cleans, and I would love to know Pat McDonald's squat numbers, because for him to drive that pile like that, he's got to be one strong dude.
Spot the ball at the 21-yard line. McDonald empties the backfield, floats it out to Rodriguez. Good coverage by Pope John Paul McNally in there.
Terrific tackle number 43, Sean.
Along with Borzillo.
Yep. And 52, Jackson Snyder also getting hustling over there to get in for the. Both these teams are just so great with their pursuit, and it's. I know, Coach Pennypacker would say, your value to our team is where you're at the whistle when you're on defense. How close are you to the ball?
See if McDonald will put it up. He's not. He's going to hand it to Rodriguez, and Rodriguez hit pretty quickly.
Rodriguez up the middle, brought down by 55.
Yeah, that's going to bring up a 3rd and 9, I'm thinking. Now, they are in 4-down territory, so what they're having success with is that trips and either jet or tear motion by the back and overwhelming that side.
They've done the jet sweep to Keogh, it seems like, more so than not.
Good call.
Clock inside of 5 minutes now, left third period. Just all the running going on this quarter. Clock has moved fast ever since those 2 touchdowns.
Yes, it has. Good call.
PJP signaling that it was procedure.
Yes, it went from 3rd and long to 3rd and longer, it looks like.
Yep, referee says procedure as well.
False start for the offense. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down, but makes it 3rd and 14.
PJP is going to use this to get Jackson Snyder in for Chase Franz, give him a rest.
Now the PP line has given McDonald time to throw.
Especially, it appears to be off of play action.
Here the PJP students revving it up over there. McDonald rolls. McDonald cuts it upfield. His head fumbles the football and recovered by PJP.
So McDonald is arguing that he's forward motion, but that's not what I saw. I saw him carry the ball, and it was that, I don't want to get into physics here, but that hit jarred the ball loose.
Yeah, there's no way he was passing. The PJP defense comes up with a stop. Still leading by 2.
So they had, again, special teams, turnovers, and penalties. At PV that time had a penalty which was costly, and it was led to the turnover.
So this is the Panthers' first time on offense in this half.
Good call. the touchdown return after the PV score.
Scarbeck. Nice play there by number
21.
21. Who was that?
James Smith.
Okay.
It really was. That was textbook picture perfect tackle. It was one-on-one, but Scarbeck, he one-on-one. Let's go. I'm comfortable with that. So, good job, James Smith.
Give him credit for a yard. Scarbeck with the first touchdown for PJP. Braden Reed with the second. And Keogh has both touchdowns.
Yeah.
Or 2 touchdowns for Perk Valley on receptions. Terleski floats it, has D'Angelo! D'Angelo with a cut! D'Angelo, he scored! That man can fly!
I had no idea he was that fast.
I didn't either.
Great job. Terleski looks him off, comes back to that backside post, and D'Angelo, what an athlete. He sets up the catch and the safety all at the same time. That's an exceptional athlete.
My goodness, the cut and then the acceleration.
Again, just like the kickoff, I thought they had the angle on him.
Yep.
And what a burst of speed, Brandon D'Angelo.
Well, what a change of momentum there. Again, the fumble, it looked like PV was driving for the go-ahead touchdown.
We're doing what we're doing. We're going to, even if we don't score, you guys have 99 yards to go. And
big point here makes it a 2-score game.
Good call, Al.
Simonek again with a strong leg, and it is a 2-score game. 28-19, the Pope, 3:09 left, third period.
I'm Luke Terleski. I'm a senior, and I play quarterback.
At O'Donnell, Weiss, and Matei, our team approach makes all the difference.
With special needs planning, what I can do with families is help to make sure that in the event the parent no longer is there to finance the care of their child, that there's a trust available or other people available to make decisions for that child. I really like working with my clients. I like coming to work, and I really like helping them find solutions for their problems.
OWM Law.
Your life, your business, your law firm.
Well, we've been having a lot of kickoffs recently.
Yeah, for as exciting as this quarter's been, it's almost over. We have 3 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the third quarter. 28-19, the Pope.
Simonek. It's a hopping. Ooh. Trouble picking it up is PJP, and good coverage. I mean, it looked like Reed.
Yeah. And that's why I prefer the squib kick. You just don't know how it's going to bounce. I know that's an extremely fortuitous bounce that time, but hey, all the returns are set up for those high deep kicks. I'm not making you comfortable with that. So that's a heck of a kick to start this drive.
So PV starting back at its own 11-yard line. Last time they started back there, they scored it in 2 plays.
Yeah.
What is that? They're lining up their tailback in the end zone. Is it Rodriguez? Scratches out a couple of yards.
So you see PJP looks like they are going with a lot of what they call cover one, man free. And that time they had Braden Reed on the slot, covering number 6 for Perk Valley. Who is that? That's Keogh. Scarback by himself as the lone safety.
3 down linemen for PJP. Nice cutback. Looks like Rodriguez.
Yes,
Yep.
and that's a great call, because I tell you what, that was a toss, and man, oh man, did he slam the brakes on and made that 90-degree cut north and south and get maximized. Otherwise, it's a potential loss if he gets strung out with that sweep.
Big play for PV here. They have to get a first down.
This is huge. Minute 55 to go here in the third quarter. It'd be good for PV to keep this drive alive.
We need about 4.5. McDonald is going to keep it. McDonald is taken down after a gain of a yard. Borzillo fired up. Everybody on the sideline and the stands here on the PJP side fired up.
That was a defensive stop. That was a posse getting there. But I tell you what, my whole opinion, that was caused by McNally, number 43, just slipping through that A gap and gumming up that play. A huge stop for Pope John Paul.
So Karopolis stand back inside his 5. Rugby style punt. Reed wisely lets it go.
Smart.
That is down at the 43-yard line by Tillman. So that's where PJP will have the ball when we come back. 48 seconds left to play in the third period.
Mikel Parker. I'm a senior at Pope John Paul. I play defensive end and left tackle.
This is the year you're going to improve your game. No excuses. And the pros at Blackwood Golf Academy are here to help. With their 23-acre all-grass driving range, full-service pro shop, and computerized swing analysis, Blackwood Golf Academy will get your game up to par. Need lessons? Individual and group instruction with head pro Chris Carr will shave strokes off your game and make you the envy of your next foursome. Blackwood Golf Academy, a country club setting open to the public, adjacent to Blackwood Golf Course in Douglasville.
Butter Valley Golf Course, conveniently located in the quiet rural setting of Valley, PA, just off Route 100. One of the nicest, most affordable 18-hole course in the region. With changing elevations, challenging greens, and scenic fairways, golfers of all ability levels are sure to enjoy their round. Butter Valley Golf Course is a great place to enjoy the game of golf with friends or family, young and old alike. Grab some buddies and grab a meal at the Runway Grill before or after your round. Butter Valley Golf Course.
We're going to bring up about 2nd and 7 with 25 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and if you're wearing the blue shirts, you're like, no need for us to snap it.
Exactly.
So we came into this quarter with PJP leading by 2. Now they lead by 9. 1 quarter to play, and who knows, maybe OT for the Pioneer Athletic Conference Championship.
And that is the end of our third quarter of play with just 12 minutes.
Hi, I'm Joe, and this is Chris, and many of you know us. And we'd like to welcome you to our new showroom here at 618 North Reading Avenue in Boyertown, where we offer Kohler faucets, Moen faucets as well, vanities, tubs, and many accessories.
Here we have an operating, high-efficiency, Energy Star rated American Standard furnace combined with a variable speed AC condenser. Let us install one today to start saving you money throughout the heating and cooling season.
Here at Patriot, we now offer kitchen and bath designs.
So come visit us today at 618 North Reading Avenue or visit our website at www.patriotnp.com.
Yakalak Construction, serving the Tri-County area since 1946. Family owned, free estimates, all types of concrete work, sidewalks, foundations, steps, curbs, and more. Professional service and quality. Give them a call, 610-323-8134.
Fourth quarter, 2nd down and 7.
I'm not saying I want overtime, but I also don't want this game to end. This is
No,
a great
I know.
game.
Oh. I don't know what Terleski was expecting, but he didn't get it.
I do. Okay. So fake that jet sweep, shovel pass, and then load option out the back door, and the back didn't get the information.
Okay.
Now, big point is, though, Terleski did not turn the ball over.
Yeah.
He stepped, went to pitch, man's not there, I'm just eating it. All right, live to play another day. It's very, very big avoiding a huge costly turnover for PJP.
Good defense again by PV. Must have been a helpless feeling there.
Whew.
Jaleski, single coverage here near side. Looks like the free safety's on the far side.
Yep, that's delay.
I think that was intentional to some degree, or?
That was a long one. You know, I'm sure they're trying to come up with the best 3rd and 14 call.
Delayed game penalty against the Golden Panthers. That'll back them up 5 yards, making 3rd and 19.
Trying to give more room for the punter.
Man, that's you're making lemonade there, my man.
Here's a right quick kick. Gillespie out in the flat. Has D'Angelo. Too much good coverage out there by the guys in white.
Yep.
Looks like Carter Euchre, one of the guys out there.
and I think Toman, number 4, I believe, the cornerback. Yeah, Dimitri Toman having a great year. Great game.
Back to receive for the Vikings, number 14, Julian Corpelius.
So this is 4th and 12, and as Braden Reed does do the punting, and he's going to Villanova, where I do see Ross Pennypacker down there, who coaches at Villanova.
Nice. Reed with a rugby punt, a high one, and a good roll. Great bounce. Wow. Boy, the English he had on that. Rolls dead at the 11. 10:07 left to play, 4th period, 28-19 PJP.
My name's Cole Euchre. I play offensive tackle at Perk Valley High School, and I'm an upcoming senior in the class of 2025.
Welcome to WQ Diner, located here on Route 100 and King Street in beautiful Pottstown. I'm William Quinn, owner here at WQ Diner. We serve the freshest ingredients, all homemade food with exceptional service. We're open daily, 7 days a week, 5:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Breakfast all day, full menu available all day. With homemade food, the best ingredients, and exceptional service. Take a pick from our large assortment of gourmet desserts, baked fresh daily. WQ Diner, the finer diner. I'm William Quinn, owner. Look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.
Well, Jim, if PV cranks out a long ground drive, they're going to chew up a lot of clock and not leave a lot of time left for themselves.
Good point. And this is a 2-score game. They're
Yeah.
down. Help me with the math here, Al. 9 points. That's.
You got it. You're right. Denny Owens takes down Sturgis.
They do have an outstanding staff and the athletes to execute if they need to go over the top, try some trickeration, as it were. But you're right. They stick with their typical style of football at ground and pound. They're going to run out of time.
Yeah. Clock at 9.5 minutes left. Second down at about 4. McDonald in the shotgun with 2 setbacks. McDonald chased. McDonald out of room. Borzillo has him and takes him down.
You know, for the first 4 seconds, hats off to the PV line. They did a great job of setting that pocket up, but they're just too fast. Borzillo, Kieran Myers, Denny Owens, Mikkel Parker. Who else brought the fire there? I'm not sure if is that Chase Franz? Yeah.
I think Parker has a cramp. At least I hope that's all it is. 9:02 left to play, 4th period.
I'm Anthony Rodriguez. I go to Perk Valley. I'm an outside backer, and I'm class 2025.
At Superior Credit Union, we believe in growing stronger together. So we provide products and services to fit your financial needs and accommodate your busy lifestyle. With convenient services like home banking, e-deposits, account alerts, and a free coin counter for members. Come see why Superior Credit Union is growing. Visit any one of our 3 locations in Collegeville, Royersford, and our brand new location in Pottstown. Superior Credit Union.
Borzillo able to make it off the field.
Again, it is a nice, cool autumn night, you know, but it's still tough going both ways with that kind of exertion.
That was a huge loss. 3rd down and 13.
Yeah, huge play.
3rd down and 13 play here with the ball on the 9-yard line.
Come on, defense!
McDonald has time, floats it, and has complete out on the flats. That's number 10. Colin Collingsworth.
Yeah.
That's going to be 4th down.
I think Hollingsworth, number 10, is their 3rd leading receiver on the team. Nice year, real nice timing route between him and McDonald in that play. But Zed Boone Edwards, great tackle on the catch.
I think PB's going to go for it, or at least line up to go for it. And if they don't get it, Jim, you got to say this is the game.
They got 3 timeouts. There's over 8 minutes to go. I
don't get it.
I don't get it either.
So 4th down and 3. Do they try to draw them off? No, they're going to go. They're going to run it. McDonald stopped short, but we have a late flag coming in from way downfield.
I will say this, I have to wait for the call. The PJP defensive line just exploded off that ball. I don't know if it was a great call, but man, they got off their blocks, and that was a great stop.
I mean, that flag came down 30 yards downfield.
From Bucks County. Okay.
Oh, my God. Wow, it wasn't even a pass play.
I have no idea what he saw.
Wow. Wow. That's a horrible call.
It's just
the whole pointless.
The whole situation is just strange. I understand we're in the 4th quarter, but you stay within yourself, you stay within your game. Hey, they picked up the 1st down, 7:52 to go, 28-19 PJP.
Wow. So 7:52 left to play, 4th period. McDonald throws it out there, and it is incomplete. Jim, I've never seen a defensive holding play called on a run like that on a receiver who's 30 yards downfield.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it was to the far side, so I couldn't see it. It's just, I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay.
Yeah, they decided to make it up.
I was thinking about whether to use that term, but thank you for doing that. Anyway, it's going to bring up. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, but I'm saying that if that defensive holding call wasn't made, the game would be over at this point.
Yeah, that's PJP punches it in.
Yeah.
Simon kicks a field goal. That's the.
So 1st down and 20. 7:44 left to play in the 4th period. McDonald rolling. McDonald fires it deep downfield, has a man out there, and it is incomplete. He was open.
He was open. So that looked like true cover 2. So the corner squatted in the flat, and the safety was slow getting over there, which, unfortunately for PV, he threw the ball a little bit too far to the sideline.
You have the winner of the 50-50 for 220.
That's the first time I can remember Boyd being targeted.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. His ticket number 182.
I believe he is their leading receiver.
Yeah, he's a junior, 6'2", 175.
Yeah. And Boyd is PV is like a star back here.
Yep.
Been calling that name for a long time. That's a good family history of athletes.
So 2nd down and 20.
Come on, Ed, one time!
McDonald with an empty backfield, little hitch. And it's incomplete. Edwards Boone the coverage on Anthony Rodriguez, and that's 3rd down and 20.
Actually, great call, great route, open. Just there's so much pressure. You can see he's a little antsy back there. Got rid of the ball just a hair too quick, just outside the receiver's reach. So this will be
coming in, giving 52 a break. Jackson Snyder.
You got him. And it looks like they're going, maybe getting rid of one of their more of a prevent defense here.
They have to get up to about the 29-yard line. Pass out in the flat. They're going to do a little hook and lateral. Oh, my, what a defensive play there. Is that D'Angelo again?
And the tackle, yes. Big number 72, O-line Andrew Keenan on the lateral.
I'm sorry, it was Kieran Myers. Kieran Myers on the tackle.
Okay.
My bad.
Yeah, Kieran's playing with hair on fire.
You got to punt it here, right? You can't go. You would think.
4th and 20 plus. I would.
So who was that pitch to? That was to the big guy.
Run the clock.
Yeah. Senior, 6'6", 252, Andrew Keenan.
Man, if it's 4th and anything closer than maybe 10, you'd go for it, but that'd be tough. And you still got 7 minutes left, right?
So you have to trust your team to make the plays. The defense has to come up with the stop. And that's just the way it is. Yes, there are times that you have to take a risk and go for it, but
yeah, this ain't it.
That's my thinking.
But like we said, Karopolis very, very talented.
He really is. He is their jack of all trades. Plays defense, catches the ball.
Booms a good rugby punt. Reed fumbles the football, picked up by PV.
I was going to give him props for keeping that roll to a minimum, but you got to secure the football.
Wow, that is a huge turnover. That's a big swing in momentum.
Huge.
PB with the football. And only down by 9, 6:37 left to play.
So that's one of the benefits of the rugby punt. You see both guys using that, but it allows the coverage to get down there and put some pressure on that returner, and in this case, causing and recovering a fumble.
It was over the far end. I couldn't quite see exactly what happened, if he even got a full possession of it.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point.
McDonald under center. Got a reverse here, a flea flicker. McDonald toward the end zone. It's intercepted! Intercepted by PJP. Is that Lamson?
Scarback.
Wow, another back and forth we go with big plays.
Just big play after big play from two teams that are capable of making them. I'm going to be honest with you, I love the call. Like, it's a huge turnover. A lot of times teams have their heads down. I will say this, these two teams are so well coached, they're ready for next play, even after a bad play, which says something about their staffs.
Yeah, they did not fool PJP at all.
At all. But that's the right time to call that type of play after a big turnover.
Boy, you got to be careful, too. You don't want to take a safety because that cuts the lead down to one-score game. So,
yeah, that's...
1st and 10 at the 2-yard line of the goal.
That is the double-edged sword. Your offense has to take care of the rock.
Yep. And we've seen Perk Valley can get great penetration.
Ooh.
It was like the jet sweep. I couldn't even tell who got it.
Okay, so the official is signaling that he got out of the end zone. It was not by much.
No, it was not.
So
I thought that was a risky call.
Yeah. And I'm going to be honest with you. Like, that's big number 77. I believe it nose man there. You're going to have trouble. Like, the typical thought process, quarterback sneak, dig it out.
Yeah.
You're not digging him out. That's outstanding wrestler. He understands leverage.
6 minutes left.
I'm going to stop us here. What's going on?
Is that equipment?
Clock is stopped. Official timeout. And we're going. Should be going.
Terleski out of shotgun. Wow, that's gutsy.
Ooh.
Terleski powers it up. Looked like the ball came out. Another Santa was down up over the 6.
So that was an interesting job there. So it's load option, and the defense defended it at what we used to call cat mouse or feathering. Like, don't make the quarterback make a decision. Terleski, with that experience and that leadership, fake that pitch and then plant that foot and get north and south. Good job, Terleski.
Well, he got close to 5 yards, maybe even 6.
Bring up a 3rd and 5. A little bit more manageable.
He was even looking to pitch.
Yeah, load option. It's a gutsy call.
He's got a pass down the flat. Looks like it's caught by Reed. Did he get down? They're saying it's a cat. No.
Oh. I was looking at the far official.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pass is ruled incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Difficult angle to tell what a fantastic effort, a well-placed ball, a little too far.
Back to receive for the Vikings, number 14, Julian.
So that'll stop the clock at 4:34 here in the 4th quarter. Again, that 28-19 lead for the Pope.
Like I think it was just imperative there for PJP not to give up the safety.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Then you're 1 touchdown away from losing.
It's points. It's possession.
There was a good punt. Fair catch made by Karopoulos at the 40-yard line. 4:28 left to play in the 4th period. We'll be back after this.
At O'Donnell, Weiss, and Matei, our team approach makes all the difference.
Business law is complex because it's easy to make costly mistakes.
OWM is able to handle any area of law that a business or individual in our community needs.
We are the ones who are uniquely talented and uniquely positioned to do that for your benefit. That's what drives me to come to work every day.
OWM Law.
Your life, your business, your law firm.
Big thanks to Tracy Rarick, the athletic director here at PJP. They are lucky to have somebody like her. She does a heck of a job and has done so for at least 2 or 3 years now. McDonald has time, sets up, fires deep, has a man out there incomplete.
It's good coverage for Braden Reed. And I'm going to piggyback. Tracy Rarick is everyone here is extremely warm.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, PJP.
We feel very welcome here.
Yes. So that's
that was Keogh, the intended receiver there, wasn't it?
Yeah, Keogh, just good coverage there. Keogh's, I mean, this is a guy that's not a ton of reps this year, but with the injury to McCabe, he's having a nice game.
2nd down, 10, 4:22 left. Sturgis hit as soon as he gets the ball. McNally led the charge. Owens in there too.
They blitz so fast. So the right guard, I know it was Cooper Bolton for PV, pulled, and McNally just filled that empty gap. Bang. You know, he's just so quick.
3rd down, 11. Rodriguez comes near side in the slot.
For more than 50 years, Pottstown Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery has served its community with expert dental care, offering patients dental implants and a full menu of procedures for many types of dental problems, including bone grafting, wisdom teeth, impacted canines, facial trauma, jaw surgery, oral pathology, TMJ disorders, and sleep apnea. Get the smile you've always wanted. Contact Pottstown Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery today.
So PV, good time out there. This is your game right here.
It is. 3:39 to go. You're gonna need more than a little help if you don't pick up this first down for PV. 4th and 11. Here we go.
McDonald has gotten time. Sets up, fires toward the sidelines. It is.
And Reedy missed a tackle number 8, but Carter Euchre on the stop there brings up 2nd and 10.
And the clock is running at 2:36. Left to play in the 4th period. 2-score lead for PJP, 28-19.
PJP has 3 timeouts. Perk Valley has 2.
Oh, look at that. Scarbeck on a quick first down at the 30-yard line for the Panthers.
That is a version of the counter tray. That may have been the game. That was a huge, great job. Block down, kick out, and Scarbeck is running on a mission here tonight. Great run.
Much like his cousin last year.
Boy.
Clocked about 2 minutes into PJP students singing the goodbye song. I think some of the drones are even getting ready to leave. Scarbeck again taken down.
Scarbeck again on the carry. Tackle made nicely in the backfield by number 17.
17 Carter Euchre again on yet another play.
So at times they can blitz up to or bring like all 8 of that front, and they brought in the safeties that time too. There was just no room.
We'll take a timeout. 1:34 left to play. 4th period, 28-19 PJP.
At O'Donnell, Weiss, and Matei, our team approach makes all the difference.
OWM can assist in any aspect of a real estate transaction. We're here to protect your interests, representing builders and developers from a wide array of projects.
We provide agreements of sale, negotiate, draft, and then provide the agreement.
From multifamily to commercial shopping centers to large housing developments.
OWM Law.
Your life,
your business, your law firm.
1:37 left to play, 4th period.
Getting a lot of help here tonight with running the clock.
PB with 1 timeout left.
The crowd is sensing victory.
Terleski's going to keep it. Terleski's just going to go down.
Fans and students at the end of the game,
I like that call. They've been running that sweep, that power, counter tray, if you will. Look at it. This time he keeps it. Hats off to PV for not falling for it.
Yep. Give the winning team and fans time on the field.
That will be the last timeout for Perk Valley.
PV takes their third and
final
third
and 13. Sorry, Al.
Oh no! So they can run another play here, let the clock run down, and then punt it with what, maybe 35 seconds
Good
left?
call. That's the math I'm getting as well. And I would not do anything pass-wise, risk-wise.
No.
Both teams have guys that could make you pay badly, as we've seen.
One touchdown by PV is not going to
Again, fans,
win the
please
game.
check your
No.
50-50 tickets. Winning ticket is 889-981, and we have our winner. Thank you.
Terleski's going to keep it. Terleski tripped up
Terleski
as he gets inside the 35-yard line, and the clock will continue to run.
Again, Terleski's not going to win a ton of 100-meter dashes, but he is an effective runner and just brings a lot to the table for this offense, aside from his typical quarterback duties of passing.
They don't have the 25-second clock. Or what is it, 40-second clock?
Yes, it's now 40 seconds.
40 seconds.
As soon as the play's over, the play clock starts. It would be nice if all the stadiums had that clock on the field. So
timeout call with 42 seconds
PJP
left.
takes their first timeout with 42 seconds remaining.
And we're going to take a break. Closing seconds coming up.
Butter Valley Golf Course, conveniently located in the quiet rural setting of Valley, PA, just off Route 100. One of the nicest, most affordable 18-hole course in the region. With changing elevations, challenging greens, and scenic fairways, golfers of all ability levels are sure to enjoy their round. Butter Valley Golf Course is a great place to enjoy the game of golf with friends or family, young and old alike. Grab some buddies and grab a meal at the Runway Grill before or after your round. Butter Valley Golf Course.
So PJP to punt. Braden Reed. I'm thinking, Jim, he's going to try to punt it into the end zone. Just take no chance of a return.
I agree. You take these 5 seconds here and
or do that.
Bounce, but it should get there.
Or just punt it and have it die at the 2. Well, that'll get the job done.
Terrific punt by Braden Reed. Wow. Nice job to down that ball.
Took some time off the clock, and man, wasn't coughing corner, but it was coughing. I'm seeing, is it the 2-yard line?
Yeah.
2 or 3 yard line? Wow. That's a tough order. 33 seconds to go. It's a championship game. I'm swinging for the fences of a PV.
Yeah. Hey, they've gotten a home run ball on a couple occasions to Keogh, who's been wide open, but I think we're going to see a little more of a conservative look on defense.
They've got the 4 defenders back. Edwards Boone, Reed, Scarbeck, and D'Angelo.
We're going to give him a little cushion.
Yeah.
McDonald will fire. Caught. Good catch.
Pass is complete to the 19-yard line.
Can't see who that was. Number 9, Perrone.
Perrone.
Yeah.
Had a good game, both sides of the ball.
Very good.
That's
Sorry.
his first catch to my knowledge.
Yes, yes.
Clock inside of 18. They cannot stop the clock.
Lamson. Nice tackle by number 1, Ryan Lamson.
Lamson on the tackle there.
So that should stop the clock.
That's Hollingsworth.
Until they set the chains.
And now that will do it.
John Paul are the PAC champions for the second year.
PJP wins the Pioneer Athletic Conference Championship
For both teams for
2 years in a row. We'll be back to wrap it up after this.
For the second year in a row.
So, car stories on PCTV. I've been doing it for many years. It's a good advertising tool for the business. Plus, I enjoy doing it. I enjoy sharing the shop and the different things that you should know about your car with people. If you need a place to highlight your business, call Gus at PCTV and check it out. It's a good way to inform people about your business. You'll get new customers from it, and you can share your knowledge of your particular trade.
Here with winning coach Scott Reed. Scott, you look very calm right now, but I know what's going on. But Jim has a question, and then I'm going to ask you one too.
Okay, so I saw you guys all year. Phenomenal job. These guys are clearly the best. And then I saw PV this week, and I'm like, oh my God, these guys are massive. I've never seen PV this big.
Yeah.
They come out that first drive. Sturgis is just like, who's on me? And what you tell your kids? Because that was a heck of a response.
Well, I think, it's one of those things you're so excited, you got to settle in. And we talked about they're very good. And you're going to have, if you're going to win a game like that, you're going to get punched.
Yeah.
And then you got to counter punch. And it just seemed like it was going that way for most of the game, punch, counter punch. And then obviously, Brandon D'Angelo hit that big pass play to make it a 2-score game. And listen, we've been talking about it all year. We don't have a lot of depth. And we got a nice cool night, week 10, and I would not want to play them week 1, week 0, week whatever, any of those weeks. But week 10, I'm okay with that. But our kids fought their tails off. I'm super proud of them. They're a very good physical football team, and I'm happy to be standing here.
Congratulations,
Coach. 2 years in a row, you beat the big boys. Yeah. You beat Springford. You beat PV. How good does this feel, and the statement it makes for your program?
It's like they're the class of the league. They've been for years now, probably since 2010s. I mean, or 20, who knows? But it really has always been. It's been Springford, PV, Springford, PV, going back and forth. Pottsgrove used to dabble in there a little bit, but so it's really. I feel blessed to be able to be playing with them, competing with them. And then finding ways to win in the end of the football game really means a lot to us. And a lot of in our beginning of the year going against Newman Goretti's and Ruston and stuff like that, I think helped us get ready for nights like this. Even Phoenixville was a really tough football team. Yeah.
The other thing I'm going to say, this is such a great scene to see the kids out here like this. The students, I mean, it's just perfect.
Yeah. It's amazing what lights will do. The difference between Friday night and Saturday is exponential. And man, it was really cool to be able to finish the season out with night games, and we'll be able to go into district playoffs. I think we clinched the 1 seed tonight with that win, and so we know we got one more. We got another home game next week, and if we can win that one, we get another one.
Yeah.
So we'll keep running it back here.
Scotty, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Nice job.
Happy for you.
Thank you very much.
Take care.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, Jim. He said it right. You get punched, counter punch, and they took the punch.
TV before?
It's like he's been in this thing several times. Like, hey, we won a championship, But yeah, just 2 squads going at it, man. 2 talented and, as you said, 2 well-coached teams who just shook off adversity.
Yeah, and so Rob Heist, classiest man I know, he will. They'll lick their wounds and they will regather and regroup and they'll be good to go for next week. The loss got hurts the championship. You're going to drop maybe a little bit for district playoffs, but Rob will get those guys, and I'd be stunned if they don't get a first-round win at least for Perk Valley. And Scott's already covered PJP well enough, so I won't even get into them. But 2 outstanding programs, top to bottom. What a great game.
All right, once again, the final score was PJP 28 and Perk Valley 19. For Gus Tellis behind the camera, Jim Algio, I'm Al Ganoza. Thanks so much for watching.
Welcome to Theo's Gyros.
Hi, I'm Martha, and this is my brother Donnie. Our parents, Theo and Maria, started this business here at Quakertown Farmers Market 34 years ago. When they immigrated from Greece in 1979, they opened their first location on Broad Street in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
We've also been doing Music Fest and Celtic over the years.
Over the years, we've developed a great customer following and are known for having the best gyros. We use the freshest ingredients and make our own tzatziki sauce daily. Pair a gyro sandwich with fresh cut fries. Let's make them break and add feta cheese. Finish it off with a piece of baklava.
Hi folks, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. How can I help you today?
I get a gyro, no onions.
Of course. Anything to drink for today?
How about Perk?
Yes, sir. We only have one size. Is that okay? Great. Any fries or pierogies for today?
Side fries.
Yes, sir. I'm Theo, and I help out my aunt and uncle at Theo's Gyros. My grandfather and my grandmother started this restaurant 30 plus years ago, and we're still going strong. Thank you for coming in.
I'd like to say, in my best Brooklyn accent, Theo's is the best. We've been coming here for 20 plus years, 35 miles from Clinton, New Jersey. We've been to Athens, my wife and I, and we asked for a gyro, and we concluded that Theo's was better, and we've told them. Theirs is the best. The service here is wonderful. Theo, little Theo, who's about 6 foot, Maria, Joy, Martha, and Don. You couldn't ask for better people. You leave here with a smile.
If you want the best gyros, come visit us in the Quakertown Farmers Market. Thank you so much, guys.
Kali orexi.